friends, and welcome to the latest issue of the Wiser newsletter. This week I'm going to be looking at Amazon and their latest announcement with a clutch of gadgets and gizmos for the technology-based house, the smart house. And I'm going to explain why they're doing this and what the strategy is for Amazon when it comes to the home. Remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button so you let me know that you've enjoyed this particular issue of the Wiser newsletter. Remember, you can always subscribe online and get the written email, which comes out every Friday. And for premium members, they get a special edition, rich content issue of the newsletter on the first and third Tuesdays of every month. And it only costs €6 a month to subscribe. Now, let's crack on. So Amazon just announced a clutch of gadgets, gizmos, and new smart tech for the home. Their strategy is to take advantage of the shift to home working and the fact that 82% of American households have an Amazon Prime account. Now, back in February in the Wiser, I made this prediction. As more people shift to working from home, expect to see Amazon and big tech continue to innovate and move to dominate the home. So why is Amazon doing this? Well, there are really three reasons. The first is that Amazon's goal with everything they do is quite simple: to own the rails. Everything that Amazon does drives usage to the Amazon platform. The second is that Amazon wants to dominate what's called ambient computing. This is where the computer is no longer the primary connection to the internet. In Alexa and its associated gadgets, Amazon has created a computing platform that is just as important as Windows, Mac OS, iOS, or Android. Now, Amazon is on a path to changing the way that users do what they've always done in the internet age. Instead of firing up the laptop and hitting some keys, you open your mouth and speak. Hey Alexa, order me an X or play me a Y or ring a Z. And third, Amazon already owns a considerable footprint in the home tech market. Think about it this way. Amazon accounted for 23% of the global sales for smart speakers in the first quarter of last year, which was more than any of its competitors. Amazon's market share for smart speakers in the United States was 53% last year. Around 100,000 smart home devices support Amazon's digital voice control agent, which you know as Alexa. And approximately 11% of digital buyers used Amazon's Alexa for online shopping in 2020. These are all very impressive numbers. But the most impressive number is that, according to Statista, more than 250,000 marriage proposals have been made to Amazon's Alexa. Now, at an invite-only product launch held at the end of September, Amazon unveiled a clutch of updates, and I'm going to run through them with you now. Now, the headlines all went to Astro. This is a robot for the home. It's a super cute and lovable Alexa-powered Wall-E type robot called Astro.
A robot.
Yes.
What are we going to do with a robot?
Well, Astro, follow me.
The idea is that Astro will follow you around the house like the Jetsons family dog, which also happened to be called Astro. The robot has a touch screen that looks like an iPad so that you can video chat on the move, and it boasts facial recognition, which is a security feature so that it will know if it is you or not who's carrying the TV out through the patio door. Now, Astro's biggest selling point is a camera that rises up like a periscope to about waist height. Using the robot's facial recognition software, Astro will identify the people it knows. Astro uses the same tech as automated vacuum cleaners to navigate around the house, although it doesn't actually do any cleaning as it goes. Astro has three primary functions in the home: security, monitoring of loved ones, and it's a mobile version of Alexa to follow you around the house. Now, the company began working on Astro roughly 4 years ago, and it's been leveraging different Amazon departments and its acquisitions in the robotic space. In 2012, Amazon acquired Kiva, but this was primarily to develop robots for warehousing functions. In 2019, Amazon acquired Canvas, a startup that developed a fully autonomous robot cart for home delivery. And if you want to know more about robots in the tech economy, read this article on the Wiser website or find the video in this channel. Next, we had the Echo Show 15, a digital pinboard for the family. Basically, this is a smart TV that's hung on the wall, and it acts like a pinboard for the home. It will display the family calendar, to-dos, post-its, and a host of customizable up-to-date widgets, such as a weather app or a digital clock. And it comes with voice activation, facial recognition, and a touchscreen. The intention is that families will hang the Echo Show 15 in a prominent place in the home, like the kitchen. The Echo Show can already play music and radio and will soon have support for live TV viewing through the Sling TV app. Support for Sling TV will make the Echo Show 15 work more like a traditional television. And if you think about it, this is another example of ambient computing, where the connection to the internet is not dependent on a computer and a keyboard. Next, we have Amazon Glow for interactive child's play. Glow is an interactive device aimed at families to allow kids to talk with family members and loved ones over video calls. It uses technology to create a projected screen in front of the device to provide a surface for virtual activities like games, art, puzzles, and to give the feeling of an in-person experience. The gadget combines immersive projection, sensing technologies, and video into a single device. Instead of looking like a TV or a tablet, Glow is an 8-inch display that stands up vertically with a projector to create a 19-inch touch-sensitive space in front of the display. This projected space is designed for playing virtual games together, or drawing using digital pens or crayons, or sharing a book reading together. The Amazon Glow can also do things that combine physical objects and digital play. For example, it can scan the child's favorite toy, then turn it into a custom jigsaw puzzle by projecting the digital screen on the flat surface in front of it. This gameplay takes place on a special mat, which is also included in the device. Amazon entered the fitness band segment of the wearable sector a year ago with Halo. Now they've launched Halo View. It's priced for the mid-tier of this highly competitive space, and the product sports a colored AMOLED touchscreen coupled with haptic feedback designed to react to users' activity in real time. The wearable is waterproof for swimming and sports a week of battery life that can be charged to full in 90 minutes. Built-in sensors monitor activity, live workout tracking, sleep, and blood oxygen levels. There is a subscription service called Halo Fitness that goes with the hardware. Halo Fitness competes directly with Apple's Fitness Plus. Amazon has also introduced Halo Nutrition, which is designed to help users create healthier eating habits. Now, if you want to know more about the wearable space and particularly what Apple are doing, look out for this particular article on the Wiser website, and I'll put the link in the comment section. Now we have more about Ring, and Amazon has introduced a flying security camera. The Always Home Cam is a Ring camera attached to a drone that can fly predetermined paths in your home when triggered via a Ring alarm sensor or from the Ring app. This is designed to solve the problem of wanting to be able to see inside your home when you're not there, but not wanting to have dozens of cameras watching you when you are. The Always Home Cam only records when it's in flight. When not in use, it sits in its charging dock that blocks its lens. It is tied into a Ring alarm home security system and will check out a door or window opening when the alarm is open. Amazon has a new voice activated assistant. Instead of Alexa, users can now say, "Hey Disney." Basically, this is Disney's version of Alexa and will feature a custom voice that Disney has developed itself using the Alexa technology. The Disney voice has not yet been revealed, but the speculation is that it will sound like Mickey. Whatever it sounds like, the Disney assistant will tell jokes, give interactive trivia, make greetings from favorite Disney characters, and provide access to audio environments called soundscapes, which are inspired by Disney films. As users play with the new features, they'll hear from favorite characters from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and more. Meanwhile, the experience as a whole will be guided by something called the Disney Magical Companion. As well as being able to use Hey Disney at home, the feature is to be installed throughout all of the Disney World Resort hotels in Orlando from next year. Finally, there is the smart thermostat. The notion behind Amazon's smart thermostat is to make the user's life simple by doing as little programming as possible. The smart thermostat taps into the Alexa home ecosystem so that the device knows when you are leaving the house or when you're going to bed. It then adjusts the temperature accordingly using the hunch feature, or you can simply control the thermostat yourself from any connected Amazon device. But the point is that hunch will figure out what you want to happen and make it happen for you. Amazon is clearly going after Google and their Nest range, and they have priced the smart thermostat at a fraction of the price of Nest. Although frankly, the Google controller has a much richer range of features. Inevitably, as soon as there is any mention of surveillance, the question of privacy comes into play. Facial recognition software has always invited controversy. Lawmakers have tried to regulate it in the US, and the UK's privacy regulator has encouraged tighter controls. However, lawmakers' efforts could be hampered if Amazon's puppy-like Astro recognizing surveillance tool called Astro becomes widely popular. Consumers already have a favorable view of facial recognition technology. In 2020, a survey by researchers in the United States found that adults were generally in favor of facial recognition, and they supported its use by law enforcement agencies. Now, as a word of caution, the survey was sponsored by firms that make this particular tech, and it is also the case that the term is extremely broad and covers both facial verification, which is the type of tech that unlocks a smartphone, for example, and real-time facial recognition, which is when a security camera tries to spot a face in the crowd. The privacy implications of recognition versus verification are different, which can be confusing to anyone who doesn't appreciate the difference, and explain why many conflate the two terms. To be clear, verification is mostly harmless, whereas recognition is what generates the controversy. Now, it's hard to see that this misinterpretation of the technology going away anytime soon, meaning that as more consumers use facial recognition in the home, it will be harder for rule-makers to highlight its potential harms in other areas. Meanwhile, Amazon itself has paused its sales of facial recognition software to police and has built privacy-protecting features into the Astro. Owners of the robot can turn off its camera and mic. All video and facial matching is processed on the device, which means that the Astro doesn't send any images up to Amazon's servers. And you have to remember the pickle that Apple recently got into over its CSAM measures with the Privacy Brigade. To find out more about Amazon's approach to privacy, put the link to their public white paper in the comments section. That's all for this week's issue of the Wiser newsletter, and I hope that you've enjoyed this particular edition. If you do, please hit the subscribe button, and please hit the like button to let me know that you've got this far in the video. And remember, you can always subscribe to the newsletter at rickhuckstep.com, and you'll get all of this inside information delivered to your inbox every week. Thanks for watching, and remember, inside information gives you leverage.